People ask me a lot, like, is the Mighty worth it? And to me, it is. To me, it is. Like if I broke mine right now, I'd be like, fuck, that's $300. But I mean, I vaped 5 bowls out of my Mighty today, and they were like functional bowls, Jerry. They weren't like, hey, I'm gonna like sit down and vape a bowl. It was no, like my morning routine, feet in the grass, drinking my coffee, Mighty bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Had some errands to do, out waiting for lunch to finish up, Mighty bowl. You know, Mighty bowls in between things, while doing things, taking care of the dogs, doing things, like a functional re-up of my daily medicine. They were functional. Like, it wasn't sit down and pack my Terp torch, which is also always on right here at my desk. But the Mighty is like the companion. It's just like a glass of, it's such a tool of my daily life. It goes beyond that element of just producing great vapor or having the best taste or having the most potent extraction or having removable batteries and living forever. It's not any of those one things that a lot of people look for in a vaporizer. Instead, it's more of like the just really well-rounded companion vape that hits all the marks. So for me, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, I think it's one of the few vapes that it's easy for everybody to kind of just say, yeah, it's worth it. I can't think of anybody that is dissatisfied with the Mighty. Everybody loves it because it's serious about what it does. It gets the job done, and it really is probably the only vape I can think of, Troy, that if somebody says, this worth it, I go, absolutely. If you've got the money and want to spend it on that vape, it will not disappoint. I mean, any other vape that I could pull out, I could come up with like, there's some disadvantages, or if you don't mind this, or if you're fine doing that. But the Mighty is so easy and so consistent and so enduring, and the long battery life, the full extraction. I mean, it's made for medicinal needs, man. Like it doesn't play around. It's one of the few that was. So yeah, man, is the Mighty worth it? It's probably the only vape I could just instantly go, yep, go ahead, carry on, purchase, continued, $350, $300, doesn't matter. I mean, there's always a 15% coupon on Planet of the Vape stores in Bickle, and so that one gets down to about 300 or just under. So $350, $300, I don't care what you paid for it, it's worth it. If you got it full price when it first came out and it was $400, it was worth it. You know what I mean?
Right? I mean, my first Mighty lasted, technically it lasted, it still works. It's still working, but it didn't last to my needs forever. Like after 4 years of use, or 3.5, basically after the warranty was up and it stopped doing more than 4 bowls per charge, to me, I had to give it to my brother-in-law, and he uses it. But it's still like $100 a year. Like I basically figure it $100 a year if it lasts 3 years. $100 a year to lease a luxury vaping device. I want to talk about that money though. And people often say how the Mighty is overpriced. And I think overpriced is just like a justification word that people use when they make the decision of they don't want to buy it. And I think it's really a better way to define it is, to them, there are better ways to spend $350. And overpriced is just probably a conflation, like they're probably mislabeling it. I think the only way to define something that's overpriced is if the market doesn't support it. Like if the market supports something, then that's the ultimate decider on price points.
No, for sure. And it's one of the best sellers at Planet of Apes. So your market agrees. You know what I mean? I think when people say that it's overpriced, they're looking at it from one perspective only. And it's old tech and it's made of plastic and it's a couple batteries and, that kind of thing. They don't see it from any broader perspective, which is, okay, then show me something better. Or the fact that it does perform so brilliantly every time. Full extraction, the medical, it's not medically certified, or you'd get it through medical channels, but it's the same vape. You get that benefit. So no, man, when somebody says it's overpriced, in my opinion, like you said, the market decides. I don't think those people know the market very well. It's an incredible vape.